Hello, my friends. It's time for our last chapter of Frog and Toad. We started with winter, and then we went to spring and summer when we had ice cream with Frog and Toad. Remember, their favorite flavors were chocolate. And then we had fall after summer when they both decided to help one another by cleaning up the leaves. So I bet we might just see a story about winter again. To complete our book, let's take a look. Christmas Eve! On Christmas Eve, Toad cooked a big dinner, and he decorated the tree. "Frog is late," said Toad. Toad looked at his clock. He remembered it was broken. The hands off the clock did not move anymore. Toad opened the front door, and he looked out into the night. Frog was not there. "I'm worried," said Toad. "Oh, he's such a good friend to look for Toad, isn't he? For Frog." "What if something terrible has happened?" said Toad. "What if Frog has fallen into a deep hole and cannot get out? I will never see him again." Toad opened the door once more. Frog was still not on the path. "What if Frog is lost in the woods?" said Toad. "What if he is cold and wet and hungry?" He's very concerned for his friend, isn't he? "What if Frog is being chased by a big animal with many sharp teeth?" "What if he's being eaten up?" cried Toad. "My friend and I will never have another Christmas together." Oh, Toad is very concerned. Toad found some rope in the cellar. "I'll pull Frog out of the hole with this," said Toad. Toad found a lantern in the attic. "Frog will see his light. I will show him the way, and it will take him out of the woods," said Toad. "But we don't know if Frog is stuck in a hole, do we?" Toad found a frying pan in the kitchen. "I'll hit the big animal with this," said Toad. "All of his teeth will fall out." "Frog, do not worry," cried Toad. "I'm coming to help you." Toad ran out of his house. And there was Frog. "Hello, Toad," he said. "I'm very sorry to be late. I was wrapping your present." "You're not at the bottom of a hole?" asked Toad. "No," said Frog. You're not lost in the woods?" added Toad. "No," said Frog. "And you're not being eaten by a big animal?" asked Toad. "No," said Frog. "Not at all." "Oh, Frog," cried Toad. "I'm so glad to be spending Christmas with you." They were sharing a holiday. Toad opened his present from Frog. It was a beautiful new clock. The two friends sat by the fire. The hands of the clock moved to show the hours of a Merry Christmas Eve. I love that book so much because Toad and Frog show us what friends do for one another. So here's a challenge for you. You could talk to your family about different things you do for one another. And you could also talk to your family about different holidays you celebrate throughout the year and what seasons they fall in. I hope you enjoyed all of the chapters of Frog and Toad. Stay tuned. Tomorrow night we'll have another book. Have a good evening.